This little ditty is called Without a Dawn. And I'm going to assume I can just use my mouse and keyboard. Mouse input. Dawn contains content that some players may find disturbing or triggering. Would you like to see the content warnings, including possible spoilers? No. Yes, let us, new game. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Are you awake? Open your eyes. What now? You're feeling anxious. You've been tossing and turning in your bed for a while now. Sleep doesn't seem to be coming. You have a feeling that something is, or someone is watching you. It's me. It's Jesse Cox from the internet. I'm going up here. Someone may be standing behind the window. Don't say that. There's a window literally right here. Don't do that to me. There's no one there. How can you be sure? You need to get up and check the window. It'll take but a moment. You'll be back in your bed in no time. Get up. Remember to breathe. But don't get too caught up in listening to the sound of your breath. Let it come naturally. Trick yourself into thinking something else. You are safe. Can you see movement through the cracks in the window blinds? Can you see the shadows shifting? There's something or someone out there. Tree branches swaying in the wind. You must feel relieved. It's very silent. You came here to find quiet, but you've come to miss the sounds of the city. The restless noises coming from the streets, even those that are violent. Yet, they somehow brought you comfort compared to this maddening silence. Here, you thought you could unwind and rediscover yourself. Find what the hell is wrong with you. It is true that in silence you can hear yourself more clearly. Wait, aren't you forgetting something? What's that? You must close the window blinds. You know how stressful it is when you leave them open. Do nothing. Do yourself a favor and close the window blinds. Do nothing. Do not drag this any farther. Do nothing. Do nothing. Do nothing. Do nothing. Don't do a damn thing. Not gonna get me to do it. This game, can I keep doing this? I'm gonna keep doing this. It really is just like, no, dude, you're doing it. Fine. You made it back to your bed. You're safe. Nothing bad happened. You can fight it. You have the strength to overcome it. But you need to understand what you're dealing with. You think it's all in your head? Sure. You can rely on logic. It's your best connection to reality. You are tired. You need sleep. Close your eyes. This must be what it's like to see the Matrix code. Like, this is like Neo. Also, that's not how time works. The passage of time seems different here. The arms of the clock are going back and forth. You find it difficult to experience such irrationality. If there's sense to any of this, it's not visible. I'm the man in a gas mask, and I ask you this. How many fingers am I holding up behind my back? 1. How many fingers am I holding up behind my back? 8. How many fingers am I holding up behind my back? 9. How many fingers am I holding up behind my back? 11. You have failed me with your answers. I want to play again. I'm a man in a gas mask. How would I know this information? Two. All right. 6. 3. 11. I don't know. I want to play again. I don't know how I would get this. Unless that Morse code means something. Should have paid attention to the clock. Oh, you're totally right. But the last one on the clock wasn't, 6, 3, 5, 1. 1, 6, 3, 5. Gotcha. One, 6, 3. I would have liked 11, but here we are. This interaction represents the beginning of our connection. Acknowledge my existence. Stay. Your dream has come to an end. Oh, okay, wake up. Did you find the dream unsettling? Do you believe there was more to it? You feel something was different in this dream. You felt connected to it. He spoke with great concern. Do you think he tried to tell you something? There could be a pattern or meaning in his words. Put your head to work. 1 plus 6 is 7. 7 plus 3 is 10. 10 plus 5 is 15. Of course, 15. You keep seeing this number. 15. 15. 15. Would you knock it off? You seem anguished. It is hard for you to fall asleep. You need to check the window again. It'll help alleviate your stress. There's no one there. You don't know that. It is difficult for you to resist the urge. You know you should try harder. You can start tomorrow. You can slip up this one time. You're back in your bed in no time. Yeah, all right. Open the window blinds. You can't see the trees anymore. You're trying to understand why. Could it be a dense fog hindering the view? You're probably right. Wait. Can you see movement in the distance? I see something. Shouldn't the fog hide the shape like it hid in the trees? You must find this perplexing. You don't know what you're looking at. It appears as if a shadow is bleeding into the fog surrounding it. It's coming this way. It is slowly growing its presence. The shape is becoming increasingly distinct. It resembles a human. You cannot trust your eyes. You are alone here. There's no one here besides you. It's only you and your shadow. Why would you? I would have just waited. Did that really happen? If you reason, you'll realize there's unlikely anyone out there. You must be startled, though. Your heart is racing. Your breath is shallow. Your legs are growing numb. The cold sweat is about to break as your skin turns pale. Do not let it go that far. Try to calm your breathing. Think of something entirely different. Think of the last movie you saw. Try to remember the lyrics of your favorite song. Good. You're starting to stabilize. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on. Go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. You're slowly gaining back your strength. You feel shaken and want to return to your bed. It is the only place where you feel safe. But first, you must take another look. The trees are back. You feel relieved seeing the trees again. You are sure it was only your imagination. It was nothing but a feverish dream. You should return to your bed. You made it back to your bed safely. You're tired and craving for sleep. The morning will come and everything will look brighter and more hopeful. You'll be fine once you get some rest. Time to close your eyes. We're not going to double check the lock. Also, the sound of the waves has a unique quality to it. Can you hear the unexplainable clarity in its character? Can you hear the waves whispering distant words? You don't believe their unnatural sound belongs to this sea. The energy passing through the water comes from somewhere unknown. Yet you find the waves calm and peaceful amidst the sad melody. You embrace this beautiful harmony. You are breathing slowly and deeply. Your body and mind are weightless and free from worry. It's rare to achieve such tranquility. You find it difficult to experience both extremes. Your darkness has overshadowed the light for too long. It wasn't always like this. It doesn't always need to be like this. So this is going to give me a clue. No? Okay, well let's... Hey bud, I'm the man in the gas mask, and I ask you this. Can you bear my silence? It's difficult for me. What is wrong in my silence? Your silence is unbalanced. What makes my silence uneven? Your silence has 14 dots? What? How many dots should my silence hold? 15. I understand. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. 15. I've corrected my silence. Who are you? I'm the one who can show you the truth. I can help you look past the veil. I assumed the shape of the shadow. A shadow. I came to your cabin. I will not let you exist in a lie. My silence is now also yours. Follow this newly found connection. Go to the birdhouse. You will find something hidden under its detached roof. Another strange dream. The man in the gas mask appeared to you again. Does that seem uncanny to you? Yes. You must be anxious and scared, but also intrigued. You don't know what to believe. You think he spoke convincingly. But it's hard for you to accept that a dream could hold any truth. You consider yourself logical, but don't want to rule anything out. You can sense things you can't hear or see. The spiritual side of you may follow some secret logic. A logic that has yet to be discovered. You are tired of this recurring conflict in your head. Be that as it may, you can't stop thinking about what he said. Should you go outside and check the birdhouse? There's likely nothing hidden inside, but you must verify it to get it out of your head. Then maybe you can finally sleep. It's going to rain soon. Normally, you'd love some rain. The sound has a calming effect on you, but you don't want to get wet. You better get going before it starts raining. You should have worn a coat. This bitter autumn wind is chilling to the bone, yet you find it refreshing. There's something purifying and healthy about the wind. Perhaps the physical sensation on your skin tricks your mind into focusing solely on it. The wind makes you feel more connected with this world. But then again, what the hell are you doing here? It's the middle of the night. You're standing outside catching a cold because you had a dream. Would a sane person act like this? You don't think it matters, do you? No one is sane. You don't care whether you are of sound mind or not. All you want is to feel better. You want to wake up feeling calm and content. You need to find a way to prevent yourself from falling into negative thoughts. It's going to rain soon. You need to get to the birdhouse. You are here by the birdhouse. Do you still want to do this? Yes. You're not sure you have a choice. You feel like your hands are tied. Can you see the spot where the ground looks different? The ground is bare of leaves and branches. Someone has been here recently. As you realize this, can you feel your heart beating irregularly? Can you feel the sense of dread creeping in? This fear creates a gap in your psyche you can't control. It's overpowering your thoughts and even memories, recoloring and forging them formless. But you must not give in. Try not to lose yourself in your thoughts, not when they are at their darkest. You can feel it coming again. Your breath is turning shallow. Allow your lungs to breathe without you intervening. You must think of something else. You can remember the color of your friend's eyes, or can you? Can you remember their birthday? Good. You feel a sense of relief washing over you. You're safe. You are ready to search the birdhouse. What do you expect to find? Anything. You want to believe there's something in the birdhouse. Wouldn't you find it terrifying? Would it turn your dream into something more? There's only one way to find out. Remove the roof. Not believe it. You discovered a box hidden in the birdhouse. You must be terrified. You don't understand what this means. Could the man in the gas mask assume a physical form? You're trying to wrangle this deeply unsettling question, but you struggle to find an explanation. Do you believe it was he who hid the box? You can't come up with any other explanation. He may be more than a figment of your imagination. You're trying to understand what it means. Be that as it may, someone placed the box here recently. Can you feel your sense of security fading away? You might not be here alone after all. This frightening thought is starting to grow in you. You must be wondering what's inside the box. What's in the box? You should get back inside first. You're standing at the front of the cabin. Why would you stop here? The front door is ajar. You can't remember if you closed the front door. You left so hurriedly that you didn't even remember to take your coat. You were distracted and not thinking straight. It would make sense if you also forgot to close the front door. Yet, there have been numerous strange occurrences. You don't know what to believe anymore. It all feels so confusing and empty to you. Don't let that numbness devour joy from the things you love. You didn't stop caring. There's something constantly out of sync, like two cogs that never align at the right time. You came here to heal. What did you wish to find? More things to live for. You want to find something new or to revive something old. You understand what you need. It's only a matter of how. You should get inside and see what the box holds. You made it safely back inside. But you're fixated on the box that everything else around you disappears. The way you hold the box effortlessly indicates its light. You're trying to deduce its contents based on its weight. Your thoughts are racing. Violent images are surfacing in your mind. There could be something horrible in the box. Why would you think of the darkest things first? It is easier for you to dwell on such thoughts. Is it easier? Be that as it may, you should open the box. This is why I know I don't have these problems. Because my initial thought would be, what if there's money in there? Like, there could be something awesome in this box. Never once was like, it's a finger. Like, it wouldn't cross my mind. I'm not sure I want to. Anyone would hesitate in your situation, not me. I'd pop it right open. But you know you can't let this slide. You found something at the location indicated by your dream. You're trying to comprehend it. But you can't come to a logical conclusion with the information you've got. You need to open the box and see what you can learn. You found a phone inside the box. Upon closer examination, you notice something unsettling. Isn't that your phone? You're confused. You're trying to understand how this is possible. This would genuinely be the scariest thing imaginable. If it was your own phone in a box, that would be terrifying. That would be terrifying. You must be aware of how unusual this is. How did your phone end up in the box? You're still able to act reasonably after all this bewilderment. Your ability to reason may be the key to unlocking the truth. Try to remember the last time you used your phone. Can't seem to remember. Can you recall when you arrived at this cabin? You don't remember coming here, do you? Now that you reflect on it, you don't know where you are. This place is unfamiliar to you. You don't know how long you've been here. Coming to realize this must be frightening. Is it possible that you were the one who wanted to hide the phone? You came here to seek solitude, to get your head straight. Your phone serves as a window to a world filled with violence and hypocrisy. You couldn't look the other way. You needed an exit from all that. You may have decided to resist temptation by tucking away your phone. Does that sound like something you do? It's possible. You find comfort in this assumption. You're mentally exhausted. You're not well. The night amplifies your thoughts. Everything feels more burdensome and impossible. You need to get some sleep. There could be clarity with the dawn. Do you find it bizarre? When you think of something specific, it tends to manifest in one way or another. You may notice these things only when you pay attention to them. You find it somewhat uncanny, but believe there's really nothing else to it. But have you considered there could be something more? A greater truth? Sometimes you feel like you're viewing the world through this thin, transparent veil. You find it hard to believe anything is real. Do you ever find yourself consumed by compulsive thoughts? Thoughts that you don't share with anyone? Thoughts that cause you anxiety and stress? Sometimes even happy memories feel boundless and perfect without reason. The veil may not exist after all. It may be your mind trying to protect itself from prolonged stress. Maybe you should seek help. You may be right. The longer it takes, the easier it is to procrastinate. You should think about it. Be that as it may, the best thing for you right now is to get some rest. Oh boy. Oh boy. What the hell is this? You're screaming in the darkness, leaning against a cold concrete wall. You're looking at yourself with the eyes of someone else. Abrupt flashes of mindless gore. Your body is shaking and writhing without control. You're attempting to avert your gaze, but you can't tear your eyes away from the gray walls and the gray corner. You've seen flashes of a triangular silhouette on the horizon. It is towering on the black water. Waves as it pulses. Waves as its pulse, even. Brown noise as its voice. It's calling you. Urgency. Disarray, despair, shame, panic. But only briefly. A mere echo of the screams remains. You are furthering away. You are floating to safety. The man in the gas mask. And I ask you this, okay? Do you believe in my existence? Yes. Will you trust my benevolence? Yes. Will you accept my truth? Yes. If I lead, will you follow? Yes. You have fully accepted my existence. You have been confined for too long. You need to see what's on the other side of the veil. I can show you. The path is concealed within the gallery. I'm going full in. It looks like you won't be getting any sleep. You can't shake the image of the man in the gas mask from your head. Do you think he is malevolent? I don't think he is. You find him suspicious, but he has done you no harm. Not yet, anyway. Maybe he's trying to help you. You need closure. You need to find clarity amid this dissonance. You are tired of temporarily mending your well-being. You want to find something long-lasting. Isn't that the reason you came here? You must make it through the night. Maybe you should listen to the man in the gas mask. Maybe he's the only one who can help you. I don't know how. You need to step outside the logic. Maybe there's a clue in what he said. You remember him mentioning a gallery. Could it mean the gallery on your phone? It could be worth a look. Sure, let's pick up the phone. You unlocked your phone. The gallery is already open. It's a picture of the cabin you are in. You must have taken this photo upon your arrival, even though you can't remember doing so. Swipe right. There are no more recent pictures available. This is the latest photo. Swipe left. It's a picture of your friends. You remember the day you took this photo? It was an unusually sunny and warm mid-fall day. You all went out to enjoy the sunshine and a few drinks. Later, it started pouring like never before. You were all wet and cold, but happy at the end of the day. It is a memory to treasure for you. You are wondering how your friends are doing. Do you think you have been a good friend? You feel like you have taken your friends for granted. You should call them more frequently. Ask them how they're doing more often. Do not let them fade out of your life. You will need them and their laughter. Can I call them now? What the? Oh, that's a dog. Okay. Thought that was some sort of demon. You are still struggling to watch photos of her. She passed away recently. You miss her so much that there are no words to describe it. Do you feel like you let her down? You knew she was old and not well. You did the right thing by letting her go. Deep down inside, you understand and accept this. There will come a day when grief turns into fond memory. It's a picture of an old mill. You find it somehow familiar. You have seen it near the cabin, yet you cannot remember taking this photo. A sense of dread is starting to build within you as you realize the order of the photos. You took this picture before your dog passed away. This image is months old. You don't remember when you came here, but you're sure you came here after saying goodbye to your dog. Your head's trying to process this paradox. Have you been here before? Have you already done all this? Are you trapped in some unnatural cycle? Everything has been such a blur to you lately. Be that as it may, can you see something strange in this image? You find it difficult to discern what you're looking at. Oh, okay. Oh, all right then. Well, what did you think you saw? There was someone in the photo. It wasn't you. You must have taken the photo. You find the current turn of events terrifying. This is the moment when your logic begins to fail you. The great disorder in your head is spiraling out of control. You can feel it physically bounding your head, attempting to break free. There is no way for you to gain control. You've resisted for so long. You can't hold it any longer. You must surrender to chaos. Surrender to chaos. What do you have to lose? Everything. The things you are holding on to no longer have much value for you. You're starting to cave in. This amorphous mass of anxiety and stress has grown unbearable. It has physically begun to weigh down on your shoulders. The dawn could help alleviate some of your burdens, but you can't shoulder them for the night. You must act before you get crushed under all that weight. What should I do? Find the man in the gas mask. You must confront him if he's real. You must cast him away if he's a figment of your imagination. Go to the old mill. Seek him out. The front door is open yet again. Can you remember if you closed it? You can't recall the exact moment. You didn't focus on remembering it. You were anxious earlier when you noticed the door was open. Surely, you wanted to avoid repeating your mistake. So how come the door is open? I may have left it open? You feel that's the most likely explanation, but you can't be sure. It leaves you in doubt. Suddenly, your thoughts are drawn to a strange feeling. Does your hand feel numb? Sometimes you feel like there's something more than blood coursing through your veins. These thoughts come to you with urgency. You don't know why. Your thoughts are not related to anything concrete. They are just thoughts. Try not to think about it. Instead, set your mind to the old mill. You're bound to find answers there. How strange. You feel more at ease now that you're out of the cabin. Previously, it was the other way around. A drizzling rain has replaced the chilly autumn wind. It's still cold outside, but you don't mind. You welcome it. Any physical sensation draws you closer to reality. It guides you in the right direction and allows you to breathe more freely. You can feel the gravel beneath your feet more distinctly, a feeling that provides you with comfort. A feeling that reassures you of your existence in this space. You are here. You are alive. If only you could feel such presence and connection more often. You think it's unfair. You're not a bad person. Why are you being tormented like this? You put on a brave face and pretend you're fine. You make sure they don't see how broken you are. But is that strength or quite the opposite? How much of yourself are you willing to keep hidden? Be that as it may, you should get going. This path leads to the old mill. The old mill lies just beyond the ridge. You're almost there. You thought you heard something. It sounded like a branch snapping nearby. A strange feeling comes over you as you realize you're not alone. Take a moment to steady your breath. Try to avoid paying too much attention to the sound of your breathing. Let it come naturally. Trick yourself into thinking something else. You got this. Can you see something moving in the distance? It's coming this way. That's not the man in the mask. It's a grizzly bear. You must stay very still. Can you feel a surge of adrenaline kicking in? Your heart is thumping in your chest. Fight or flight. But you can't run. It would be suicidal to start running. You should retrace your steps slowly back the way you came. Uh-oh, didn't mean to do that. But your legs are feeling like jelly. You struggle to move them. You struggle to stand still. The tension has become intolerable. You must get out of this situation. You want to close your eyes and count to 10. Out of sight, out of mind. Live or die. Throw yourself to a chance. Close my eyes. 1, 2, 3. Yo, this is wild. 4. Dude. Yo, the audio is so good. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Open your eyes. You're slowly looking at your surroundings, but you can't see the bear anymore. It didn't see you as a threat. You were defenseless, but it meant you no harm. It looks like you're safe. You had never encountered a grizzly before. You feel both shaken and exhilarated by this encounter. Bears have always been meaningful to you in some way. They periodically appear in your dreams. Do you believe your dreams are trying to tell you something? You found a pattern in their appearance. Bears may symbolize a significant change in your life. Be that as it may, you should get going. The old mill is waiting for you just over that ridge. You are here at the old mill. The night has reached its darkest moment. There is very little light left. You feel the coldness differently when in the darkness. You find it more piercing and desperate. You feel it's unforgiving and somehow more final. You no longer welcome it. The drizzle has soaked your clothes. You're tired and cold. The old mill looks deserted. The unpleasant scent of damp, swollen wood fills your nostrils. You're thinking of turning back, aren't you? And who could blame you? You came all this way, but there's nothing here. This is such a hard pill to swallow for you. Deep down inside, you believe that you would find something here. Your heart skips a beat. The old mill comes alive. You're starting to feel dizzy due to the sudden rush of thoughts and emotions. You stand quietly, trying to steady your breathing and soothe your head. But there's no way to separate and organize your thoughts. They come like flashes. You can grab them briefly before you realize they're gone. How could anyone navigate their way through such cacophony? Broken words are spiraling from this chaos into your head. I am waiting for you. Okay. You feel shaken and at your limit. You must focus all your remaining energy. He is waiting for you in the old mill. You're standing at the bottom of the stairs that lead to the old mill. You feel hesitant to take these steps. There's no clarity in the storm inside your head. How could philosophy and spirituality take hands with logic? Where do you draw the line? For all that you know, these could be the first steps to psychosis, or the last. You wish you could silence the voices in your head, but you can't. They're constantly looking for meaning. They're searching for anything that to explain this mad world. For this can't be all there is. So here you stand at the foot of your mountain. Are you ready to take these steps? You can no longer rely on logic. The man in the gas mask is waiting for you in the old mill. He may hold an explanation. The moment has come. Right leg. 5th step. You can't take the stairs without counting the steps. You haven't found a way to ignore the urge, and you're not even sure you'd want to. The number of steps could hold a deeper meaning. There may be a hidden recurring pattern waiting to be revealed. That doesn't make much sense, does it? You feel conflicted, but you won't stop counting. Not now. 10. You're nearly there. With just a few more steps remaining, you could feel a cold shiver run repeatedly over your body. You're starting to breathe more consistently as the light from the mill grows brighter. It carries a sense of relief. It whispers a promise of warmth. It offers you shelter from this darkness. You're almost at the top. 15 steps if you count the landing, which you always do. 15. Do you think it's yet another sign or a mere coincidence? Does it feel like someone is calling you? Can you feel something holding your hand leading you here? You found the stairs to the old mill mentally draining. Both your body and mind are weary. But you're finally here. The storm is raging as are your restless thoughts. There's nothing but this old door between you and the man in the gas mask. For the first time, could there be clarity in the chaos? A glimpse of hope? Do not be afraid. I am no longer a mere shadow or a voice in your head. I led you here. I guided your hand with whispers into your ear. I permeated your dreams and thoughts like ink bleeds into the black water. I was born from silence. I have manifested from the shadow of the gray corner. I am night without a dawn. Question. Is that SOS? That's SOS, right? You have sensed something almost tangible in the darkness. You've come so close, you can almost reach out and touch it. But you still don't know what it is. Yet you have heard the waves whisper of its existence. Listen closely. These waves are born from the pulse of the triangular pyramid. Yes, the one you've seen in your dreams. It stands on black water behind the all-distorting veil. Your search for something more has finally come to an end. You can find the truth you've been craving for in the 3 faces of the pyramid. But it lies hidden behind the veil, which you can only perceive in darkness. Therefore, I had to challenge your logic and reason. I disguised myself in your silence. I wore you out with the endless whispers from the quiet. I filled you with doubt and resentment. I introduced you to the necessary darkness. I will show you the truth that is good and just. The truth that is concealed by the all-distorting veil. You have sensed there's more than meets the eye. You've known it for a long time. You must look past things that are holding you here. I observed your loved ones from the darkness. I've stood in the shadow of the gray corner. I've heard them quietly whisper their prayers. You are causing them heartache. You are a burden to them. That can't be right. They know the weight of the worries you're carrying. Where were they when you needed them the most? You shouldn't give them another thought. They're nothing but silhouettes distorted by the great veil. There's no shame in finding comfort in that thought. You need to let them go. You must cast away any ties you have left with this world. For the veil's greatest trick was to disguise itself in light. Only then can you plummet into the blackness where the veil cannot exist. Look at my eyes, for they are like knives. And with my gaze I will cut through the great veil. I will show you the way. I will walk you across the black water. I will help you tear down the veil once and for all. A verse came to you in your dreams. Now accept me in the flesh. Look at your hands. You have poison coursing through your veins. A cancer that stops you from seeing and sensing what is real. It has deceived you with false things to keep you tamed and content. But in the dark, you've started to sense its presence. It's difficult to turn away from love, joy, and happiness. It's hard to close your eyes for the last light. But know that this light I speak of is artificial and false. And because of the nature of things, you must bleed. With my eyes, I'll release the poison out of you. You're thinking of your loved ones. Let go of them. Let go of the ties that keep you here. Let go of the memory. You are scared. Don't be afraid. I will wash away your fear in the darkness. Take my hand and follow me. Well, I got an achievement for resisting. And it's definitely letting me SOS, but I think that's it. I don't know what I can do now. I mean, yeah, I got nothing else to do. All right. Clarity. No pain, no doubt. The cold will turn to warmth. A sense of calm will follow. Let go of the discord. Let go of the worries. Leave all the woe to the other side of the veil. Breathe slowly. Listen. Can you hear it? Can you hear the dissonance drowning in the sea? Can you hear the sinking? Can you hear it sinking in the beautiful brown noise? There's no false light where the water begins. Is that the pyramid? What does the pyramid mean? Can you hear me? Something is happening. The pyramid has risen from the surface of the black water. It's slowly rotating in the air. Its base is turning into a face, and its face is turning into a base. A new truth has emerged. Is it too late? Please help me. I realize the truth has an ever-shifting nature. Can you hear me? I will repeat myself. The truth has an ever-shifting nature. Please, can you hear me? I will scream into the black water. The truth has an ever-shifting nature. I don't know what becomes of me. Help me. So was that the person saying SOS? What? Hey there. Hi? Thank you for playing Without a Dawn. Oh, hey. Hi. Hope you enjoyed my little game. Sure did. Whew. That's a relief. Thanks. It took me approximately a year to create this game. Spent a lot of time rewriting the dialogue and recreating the art among other tasks. It feels like I did 5 things. All right. This game, I'm going to spend more time. But what? But what? But what? Okay. At the same time, this is Project Labor of Love. I'm very proud of how it turned out. I want to thank my wife, Jenny. What's going on with the pop-up numbers, my man? I thought his kid's name was Ninja, and I was like, you're the coolest dad ever. Well, before you go, would I consider dropping a review? Maybe. Would you consider telling me what happened in this game? What happened in the game? You're another Jesse? Oh my God. Wait, so what? Is there a version when you play this and you play it, but it's like I completely ignore everything? I still want to know more about that. Like, this is someone I'd like to interview and be like, what does the pyramid stand for? Like, what does the pyramid mean in the context of this game? If you are, like, as someone who is curious about your art, what does it mean? I would love to know that, right? Like, what does that mean? I'm very curious. I just don't know. I just don't know.